Hello, this is Lucas, and in this video I'm going to be going over transitions in CSS. So I have a div creator here, and I've added just a little bit of CSS, and we're going to be using this div to transition. Okay, so let's say that whenever we hover over this element or this div, we want the width to increase. All right, so one way of doing that is we can do a div one, and we do hover. And we can just set the height. So yeah, let's do height to 300 pixels, and then let's just do the width to 300 pixels as well. So we just want to increase the height and the height and the width by 300 pixels. So now you can see whenever I hover over it, it does that. But you can see the way it just snaps into 300 pixels. So it goes from 100 pixels straight to 300 pixels. So now that's why we are going to be using the transitions. So now we can create a transition. So a transition. Now we need to specify what transition we want to use. So let's say we want to use the width transition. So we do width, and then we set the amount of time that we want the transition to occur. So let's do 3 seconds. So what this does is our div will go from 100 pixels to 300 pixels in 3 seconds. So if we go back, refresh this, you can see that it takes 3 seconds to go from 100 pixels to 300 pixels. But you can see the way that the height just snaps on, right? Because we actually haven't added that. So after the width, what we can do is we can do a height. And let's say we want the height to be a bit bigger. So let's do 3 seconds, or 2 seconds. Go back into here, refresh this. Now you can see that the height is a bit faster, it takes 2 seconds, and the width is a bit slower, it takes 3 seconds. So that's why we can transition the width and the height. Now, by default, the actual transition timing function is linear. What that means is it is slow at the start, then it's fast in the middle, and then it's slow at the very end. So if you look at this, the very start of the transition is slow, then it gets faster, and then near the end it's slow again. See ya? It's a bit slow at the start, then in the middle it's kind of fast, and then at the end we slow back down again. So that's by default. Okay, we can change that. So we do transition. We do transition timing function. That's the name of it, timing function. And we are going to do, so by default it's linear. Okay, we don't have to add this in. If you want to keep linear, it's just going to be linear. That's just the default. Then there's ease. Ease is the default one. Okay, ease is slow to start, then fast and then slow. So I mixed that up. So this is the default ease. Linear it's the same speed throughout. So now if you look at it, it's going to be the same speed for the whole transformation. Same speed. It's not slow, it's not near, or it's not slow and it's not fast. Just the exact same speed. Okay, that's linear. By default, it's ease. Right. And then next one is ease in. Ease in is basically it's just slow at the very start, and then it speeds up. You can see slow at the start and then speeds up. Slow out will be the opposite. So slow out it'll be slow at the end. So at the end of the transition, you can see the start is pretty quick, and then you can see it's slow and down. Okay, so that is ease out. And then the last one is ease in out, and what this one is the transition is slow at the start and at the end. All right, slow in and or ease in and out. Refresh this. So it's slow at the start and it's slow at the very end. So yeah, there are the different types of transitions. You can create your own one. Okay. So instead of ease in out, you can have a cubic measure, and then we just have to add in a few values in here that you want to set. So we can do it 5, 5. I'm going to do all 5s. I don't know how this will look like, but let's see. And yeah, there you go. You can see that you can create your own one. You need to experiment. on this one. Right, so this for just for a different value. It's just experiment to see what you like. The next one is the transition. So let's say we want to add a transition. So let's say we do, we do transform, and then we want to do we do transition. Now we want to rotate this. Let's say we want to rotate 120 degrees. DG. DG for degrees. Okay, and then so now you see we have added. Let's remove this. We don't actually want this anymore. So in the transition, you can see we have set the width and we have set the height. Actually, I'm gonna change this to transform because we're gonna be adding a transform. That's a bit better to do it. And let's do DEG here. Alright, so we want to increase the height and the width to 300, and we just want to rotate it. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So we have the width and the height, and then this very last one. So make sure we do a comma, and we can just do a transform, and then we can give it the amount of seconds we want it to transform. So for us, it's 2 seconds. Rotate this or refresh this, click this, and you can see that there's a nice little transition. It rotates, but you can see at the end it keeps getting bigger because our width increases by 3 seconds. Okay, so that is transitions. There is a delay that we can have if you want. So we can have a delay. So let's do transition. Let's do, it takes 1.5 seconds to actually start the transition. So refresh this. Ooh, let's do one transition. Oh, that's because I forgot transition delay. Okay. So it'll take 1 second for the transition to begin. You see, transition delay. And that's about it for transitions. I hope this video has been helpful. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.